Hello, everyone, and welcome to my weekly message. This week is Parshas Ha'azinu, which means to listen closely, to listen attentively. Moses is actually telling the Jewish people to hear the song that God is giving the Jewish people to keep the commandments. This is a day of his passing. Moses instructs the Israelite people right before he passes on. And the difference between Ha'azinu and Shimu, Ha'azinu, the rabbis teaches that he's talking to the heavens actually. He's saying the heavens should listen, hearken heavens, and listen earth, which means that that the heavens are close to Moses, and he uses an expression that means something that is close, Ha'azinu, as opposed to the earth, which he was distanced from. How does this relate to us? We're coming from the holiest day of Yom Kippur. We're going into the holiday of Sukkot, Monday night. So we should know that we are now spiritually charged. Whether we feel it or not, this is a time where each and every one of us has the spiritual elation from Yom Kippur, the holiest day, and we're going into a beautiful holiday called Sukkot, which really is about how God embraces us and surrounds us in the beautiful Sukkot that we sit in, and it's sort of like God's embrace after the high holy days, and it's a joyous time. It's actually Zaman Simchatenu, a joyous time as well. So this is the message. I want to share a story that I heard recently. There was a famous cantor by the name of Zalman Bronstein who would sing beautifully, and someone once asked him, "What do you think at the time when you sing your beautiful melodies?" And he said, "I think about the time during World War II when I was on the front lines and many of my comrades were dying, and I was in the barracks, and a general comes in and starts singing a song, a lullaby, and I started singing the lullaby as well, and he liked my voice. And in fact, he said, I want to take you into the choir, which was away from the front, and that saved his life. And he was literally in the army choir as a soloist, and it was going to be a big presentation, a big choir event that the army was going to present, and it fell out on Yom Kippur. What was he going to do? So he made believe as if his voice was hoarse, he couldn't sing. So when they came to take him to the event, he didn't want to desecrate Yom Kippur. He made himself as if he's hoarse, and he stayed in his room by himself, at least in the safe confines of where he was. But then 3 generals came into his room and said, "Bronstein, we know you're Jewish, and we know it's Yom Kippur, and that's why you're staying in your room." He says, "No." He says, "Don't fool us. We are Jews also, and we know it's Yom Kippur as well. Come and sing for us, Kol Nidre." And they took him far off into the forest so no one could hear them. And it was there that he sang with so much amazing, tremendous concentration and amazing feeling, that the generals, these tough generals in the Russian army, broke down and cried. And the message is very clear, that we all have that spiritual identity. For some, it's easier to tap into. For others, it's more difficult. But we all have that ability, and it's coming from Yom Kippur. Don't think it's over. It continues on, that the spiritual high continues into Sukkot, into Simchat Torah, and we bring that spiritual elation for the rest of the year. I want to remind everyone that candlelight, if you're in the Newark metropolitan area, is at 6:44. Shabbat ends at 7:40. We're going to have services here, God willing, Mincha at 6:45. And tomorrow morning, we have our class at 9:30, services at 10 a.m., reading of the Torah, and a sit-down lunch kiddush sponsored by Edward Feldman and family in memory of his beloved mother, Chaya Dina Bas David Shlomo. It was Yartzeit is Saturday night and Sunday. Saturday night we'll be davening at 8 p.m. Ma'ariv. Sunday morning breakfast services at 8 o'clock, followed by breakfast. Sunday we also have our Hebrew school 10 to 12. We also have Sunday Fun Day from 12 to 3. And Monday night is Sukkot. Candle lighting for Monday night is at 6:39. We'll be having services at 6:45. Those who would like to participate in the very special mitzvah, biblical commandment of eating in the sukkah the first night of Sukkot, that's Monday night. We're asking $26 per person, to help cover the costs and have the opportunity to eat in the sukkah here at the synagogue. Also, I want to mention whoever could help set up the sukkah this Sunday morning, please stop by and try to help right after services at 8 a.m. around 8:45. We're going to start putting up the sukkah. Services Tuesday and Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. The holiday of Sukkot. Try to come and make it, and it's a very special holiday. We bless the lulav and etrog, and it's a very special opportunity to celebrate. We'll be having also a kiddush in the sukkah Tuesday and Wednesday morning. The holiday ends. Candlelighting for Tuesday is at 7:35, after 7:35 p.m., and the holiday ends Wednesday evening at 7:34. We'll be having Ma'ariv evening services at 7:55 here at the synagogue. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom and a happy and wonderful Sukkot holiday.